Hindi rin napigilan ng Kapuso primetime king na si Dingdong Dantes ang maglabas ng saloobin sa ginawang panayam ni Jessica Soho sa 4 na presidential aspirants na tatakbo sa May 9, 2022 elections. Talagang tinutukan din ng premyadong aktor at lead star ng GMA7 primetime miniseries na I Can See You, Alternate, ang The Jessica Soho Presidential Interviews, kung saan sinagot ng mga presidential candidates na sina Senador Ping Lacson, Senador Manny Pacquiao, Vice President Leni Robredo at Manila Mayor Isko Moreno ang maiinit na tanong ng bayan. Ayon kay Dong, napakalaki ng naitulong nito para mas makilala at mas makilatis pa ang mga tatakbong Pangulo ng Pilipinas sa darating na Mayo.
Last night's presidential interview highlighted how responsible journalism can help shape perspectives and present reality. It started with candidness and evolved into an in-depth scrutiny of complex issues that were made simpler at easier to digest for Filipinos. Diretso sa punto, walang paligoy-ligoy, ang simulang pagbabahagi ni Dingdong sa pagtutok niya sa interview ni Jessica. Pagpapatuloy pa niya, it did not fail to lay out the real situation of our country, China, EJK, disaster response, corruption, poverty, education and our pandemic response. It was also a much-needed forum to level of the playing field as it put out hard but very important questions for our presidential hopefuls, lahad pa ng mister ni Marian Rivera. Dagdag pa ng celebritydad, lumitaw yung may plano, yung may malalim na pag-unawa sa pamumuno. Naging obvious kung sino ang pasok sa iyong kasalukuyang hinahanap. Nakita rin natin yung side nila na totoo at tao may pinanghuhugutan ng lakas, may vulnerability, may mga pagkakamaling nagawa na nagbigay aral sa kanilang mga sarili. As someone who's born in the early 80s, I think this is one of the most important elections of our lifetime. Whoever we choose on May 9 will dictate how we would recover from the global beating this pandemic has caused us, both health and economic-wise, and generally as a nation. Of course, I have my own preference. But this is a product of a process, and I'd like to share this with young people, who will constitute a huge chunk of the voting population, say pa niya. Bukod dito, may ibinahagi rin si Dingdong na 3 panuntunan o paraan para mas maging wise sa pagpili ng mga iboboto. Una. Plan. Bago sabihin na ito ang iboboto ko, please make sure you do your research at siguraduhin ang integridad ng source of information. Hindi sapat na magsaliksik lang sa social media. Manood ng mga interviews kagaya na lang ng sa GMA. At higit sa lahat, maging mulat sa kung ano ba talaga ang kinakailangan ng sambayanan. Go out there, online man o hindi. Search for what you think you need and your country needs. Ikalawa. Discern. Don't look at winability or popularity. Search for integrity, competence and commitment to the values of humanity. Be sensitive not only to your own circumstance, but also to the plight of your countrymen. Be critical so that you are not just benefiting yourself, but all especially the generation who depends on our decisions today. At ikatlo. Act. And of course, go out and vote. Claim your role as responsible citizens. Young people may be that missing piece in our society's quest for genuine governance. And while we wait for that big day, we should continue looking for helpful and valid resources such as what Jessica and her team have delivered to us. We are what we consume. That's why we have to be mindful of what we feed our mind. While everyone can be an agent of information dissemination in a highly globalized world, there are still institutions who are raising the bar for media and public service. Last night was a showcase of how it should be done, paalala pa ng Kapuso TV host actor.
Kung bago ka sa channel na ito, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe para updated ka sa aking mga video.